sorry.
Oh, sure.
Okay, down. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's a hole right here. So where is that? Where is it?
Welcome in. Happy Thursday. So we're taking the shortest monorail ride ever over to the Polynesian, but you know, it's a monorail resort stream. So I suppose a little monorail ride next door, a little monorail ride from the Grand Floridian to the Contemporary. And it's a gorgeous night here in Orlando. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I will check out. We're going to start out at the Polynesian, and then we're going to head over to the Grand Floridian to look at their Easter display. And we should watch fireworks tonight. Wind up at the Contemporary. One of my second favorite spots to watch. You know, of course, if you're not in in the park. But I'll say hello to all you guys while we're about to head over. Elaine, look, Teresa E, Cher Guar, CJL, Sarah Hale, Green 951, Teresa E, Christopher Robinson, Donna Gibson, My Family Fun Spot, Karina Alonzo. We are in Monorail Orange right now. Just a beautiful sunset. It was pretty hot today. I think it hit over 90. You'll find
I'll keep the black one until I try. Well, if we can, if it comes before we need to sell those other ones, I pick mine. Yeah. But if it's going to be the same as the tag, I know, just like color.
So, at this nice reservation, this school, we built like
our next stop is Disney's Grand Floridian Memorial Cross. Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Yeah, it is. 15 and I'm calling it. Is this it?
This is Disney's Polynesian Village Resort.
They installed it. They installed the hospital.
Across your car.
That's why they keep it safe.
Okay. We just finished up here on Monorail Orange. Haha, dose of soul. Yeah, we're going to talk about all things Run Disney today. We're going to talk about Springtime Surprise. We're going to talk about Easter. We are going to talk about the water parks. I got all sorts of things to say today. Donna's Strickler, Diane Moses, Belinda, good to see you. Vicky Croft, Tanya Osterman, Teresa E, good to see you. Kit Stahlberg, Jack Levine, Alicia Francesca, Jenna Evans. You're going to be flying in on Saturday for Springtime Surprise. Hope to see you at the parks on Sunday. Yes. So, good news. Jenna was one of the ones, a number of people messaging me about what my Springtime Surprise plan was. So, we talked about it a bit on Sunday. You know, we've had some rough patches in the Park Pass TV household. Mainly, I was really worried. My brother, Dan, Park Pass TV Dan, he unexpectedly went into the hospital and ended up having surgery, and then he didn't get out of the hospital as expected, and he's got some things that he's recovering from. And so that really is, he didn't get out until Sunday, late Sunday afternoon, and that was really my priority, is to make sure that anything my family needed or was taken care of. So I didn't know what was going to happen for Springtime Surprise. You know, if I'd been doing a lot, you know, it just is one of those things, like maybe it wasn't going to work out, but looks like I should be good to go for Springtime Surprise. Yes, I will be at the 10 miler. My plan is to get my bib and go over to the expo tomorrow night. Otherwise, I will go on Saturday. I just don't know what time. It's kind of up in the air right now. So we'll talk about Springtime Surprise and Run Disney on our walk over to the Grand Floridian. So right now, we don't have tons of time because it's already almost 7:30, but we made it here to the Polynesian. The smell of just those like plumeria and Hawaiian tropical flowers is in abundance. Everybody like can almost like a pina colada type smell. So yeah. So how's Dan doing? He's recovering. It's gonna take time, and he's got things in his life that will have to be different. Like there cannot be any more hot dog bros. His diet, there's things with his diet that he'll have to change permanently. So there's a lot of things that he's learning right now and trying to figure out, and working with his doctors that I'm sure he'll figure out as time goes on. So, you know, when Dan's well enough to get on the stream and talk about it, I'll let him talk about it himself. But unfortunately, yes, hot dogs are definitely not in his future, you know. So a lot of things that he's got to change. And, you know, it is what it is. And we're just happy that he's okay, and we're happy that he's out of the hospital. That's for sure. So here at the Polynesian, they have the Kona Cafe, which you can actually get mobile order. And they have primarily some sushi rolls and poke bowls. Now, I've had their entrees, and they're not bad. I had the turkey banh mi. I've had the poke bowls. They're a little pricey for my opinion, you know, $28 for a sushi roll. I thought, you know, if I'm going to do that, there's some, you know, some places I think I'd like a little bit better, but you guys, look at this chocolate tart here. But look at, they have chocolate covered bacon. And this Moana cupcake, it says specialty cupcake, but it's been around for a long time. And they actually, that's a real flower on there. So you can get the to-go and the coffee. So if you are a fan of the Hawaiian coffee that they have here, the Kona Coffee, the coffee shop here usually has it. Cindy Clem, shout out to you and your mom. Have a good evening. Brandon's Magical Adventure, hello. Hi, Colleen, I will absolutely. And, you know, he might pop on later tonight. We'll see. You know, he's at home. He will not be at work. I don't know when his return date to work will be. I know he's eager to get back to work, but if you're visiting in the coming weeks, I can tell you he probably won't be there. But absolutely, you know, I know he'll pop on the streams, and so he definitely feels all the well wishes. So here in the Moana Mercantile, I think this is the name of the store, tons of Stitch. Tons of Stitch. If you're looking for more of the kids and the character merch, up here on the second floor is where you want to go. Look at these Stitch ears. These are new. Aren't these cute? Yeah. Ah! Well, there. It's tough to zoom in there. Isn't that cute? I should get these for 626 Day. I know that's in June, but clips. They have, with the new Stitch movie coming out, they've absolutely upped their game. So today I am planning a very nice, probably very leisurely walk around a lot of these resorts here. Misty Whitman, hello. Megan P. We'll be coming to the Wilderness Lodge. Not today. Not today. Just the monorail resorts. We'll be here at the Polynesian. I will be next door at the Grand Floridian because we want to go see the Grand Cottage. Ohana is over there in the corner. Here, we'll go downstairs because we'll talk about the stuff downstairs in the store. Everybody. Ohana is lovely. So, Ohana dinner does not have characters. It's kind of an iconic restaurant at Walt Disney World. The noodles, especially. The desserts. But if you come during breakfast, they have Mickey, Stitch. It's the one character breakfast where you can dine with Stitch. So here at the Polynesian, when you check in, you actually get a lei. And, you know, even if you're not checking in, sometimes they have somebody standing out here in the lobby, handing them out, you know, even if you're just coming to dinner. So here's my food for thought. I love the Polynesian. It is, to me, it's kind of one of the epitomes of Disney and the theming and all of those amazingness details here in this Polynesian village resort, you know. So the one downside of this resort is it is very busy. Like there are people coming and going, like everywhere, all over the whole property, walking all over, back and forth. And because there's lots of people that even if you're not staying here, they come, and you can come from the monorail, you can come from a resort bus, and they almost always, many people make kind of the pilgrimage to the Polynesian resort here to kind of see it, have dinner, and experience it. Oh, Boutique. Yeah, that's the name of this one. Can I get the noodles in quick service? I don't think so, but we'll go take a look. Mary McMorrow! So that's my opinion. You know, when you're in some of the other resorts, you don't always see hordes of people in between the buildings. You know, just experiencing the resort as much as you do here at the Polynesian. So if that's something that's a thought for you. You may want to consider. You know, it's always, no matter where you are, whether you're on the little beach section, using the boats, because they don't restrict anything. It's a cute Hawaiian shirt. I like that. And look at, they have a lot of the pieces from Alani in here. So if you are looking for something particular, they bring in a lot of the Alani merchandise. See, look here. Or maybe you went out to Alani and there's something that you thought about that you really wish that you would have grabbed. Don't fret, there's options. Oh, I like this one. Remember, on Sunday, I was looking for sweatshirts. Carrie Carter, Patriotism USA, hello. Elizabeth Daniels, hello. Here's the back of it. This is cute. $59.99. I like this a lot. Beach towel there. There's no shortage of photo ops too. Look at, if you want a lamp, they have lamp options here. I actually have a Polynesian lamp, but I got it from Vault Collectibles. We're going to talk about Vault Collectibles too today. I'm really excited. I believe I'll be getting down there this weekend. Such cute merchandise. Here, look at a Dole Whip shirt. Hey Becky, hey Crystal Coachman. Kristen was over at the Run Disney Expo today. Oh, I didn't get over there. I had some work obligations. I may be there tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll get there tomorrow night. It'll be tomorrow night, like after 5, or Saturday. It's hard to say. I'm deciding. We're going to talk about Run Disney on our walk over to the Grand Floridian in just a bit. Lots of DVC member items. What is this right here? Oh, this is cute. If you're a DVC member, this is very cute. I like it. So the resort, don't skip the resort gift shops, guys, because sometimes some of my favorite items have been things that I've found in the resort gift shops because maybe they went really quickly from the park gift shops, or maybe there's just limited stock, or they're just resort logoed items. Here's more of the Alani, the back side of that. Oh, the ornament. It's so cute. Amy Baxter, hello. I'm going to come around here and see if we see anything fun. I won't make a... Oh, that's interesting. They're selling the Magic Kingdom Castle, Cinderella's Castle lug bags now. And I say it Magic Kingdom in the way that they are having lug bags for each of the castles. So Disneyland will have a different lug bag than here at the Magic Kingdom. Speaking of Disneyland, let's go through the quick service. Oh, look at these. I like this. So this is like a swim shirt. It doesn't say if it's like UV protected, but it's like definitely like a swim shirt material. This is $44.99. Now let's take a look at this one. Oh, this is like swim shirt material too. Look at this. It's like a Spirit jersey. Yes, it says UPF 50 plus. This is awesome. I love this. That is awesome. I love this. Because a lot of times when I get out of the water, I don't want to get burnt, and we're heading into summer season. That is awesome. I love that one. Let me see how much that was. So $69.99 for the one on the right. That's pretty great. I like that. I like that a lot. That's awesome. Oh, yes. Nicole D. Disney, hello. Donna Strickler, yes. So, Melissa's going to be at the 5K in the morning. I will not be at the 5K. I know I've been running most of the 5Ks, but I will not be running this 5K. I will be at the 10 miler. But I will absolutely be thinking of you when I go to bed tonight and when I wake up in the morning. To be frank, these 2 a.m. wake-ups, they wreck me. I'm not the biggest fan. It's tough for me. So they are getting ready for their movie. I'm gonna go back inside, but I wanted to pop out here so I could show you. They do the movie for all the kids out here. It's a lot of kids here. It's a lot. You're welcome, John Davis. Pineapple Lanai is one of the locations. You know, the line comes and goes. There's times where you can come out here and it's not very long. But there's other times where it can be kind of lengthy, especially like now after dinner. But I plan to be out and about for the, I'll be at the 10 miler, and then we'll have our normal Sunday night. Maybe I send Adam out, but you know how it is. I can never say no. Okay, Captain Cook's is the quick service here, and they have fantastic options. It is busy. Yes, so just like this poster says, I recommend wholeheartedly mobile order. It will help you tremendously. Let me see if I can come around. Here, I'm gonna zoom in here.
I actually don't know.
They do have some noodles and vegetables there. Spicy Korean chicken bowl. Pulled pork nachos. I've always wanted to try those, but I haven't yet. The Thai coconut meatballs over rice. Caesar salad. And then you have options too, tofu shrimp. And then flatbreads, and it'll change over in just a minute. But I think that Captain Cook's has an awesome variety, which, you know, is another reason why people are happy to come over here. The pork sandwich, arugula burger, and a bacon cheeseburger. But they also have a salad that I've had that before. It's pretty good. Now, I will say, comparatively, their desserts are not as good. I think that the Grand Floridian and the Contemporary have some really creative desserts. It's real tough to get around in here. Everybody's hungry. So Trader Sam's, here, just remember, after 8, you have to be 21. But before 8, you can get in. They're open till midnight, and people line up and get reservations as early as like 2 o'clock. It is difficult. But the patio out here usually has live music, so they're seating right now. We might have to just move on from this section. It's quite busy. Very, very busy. So that's what we'll do. We'll start walking over the Grand Floridian so we can see the Easter egg display. And then make our way over to Contemporary to watch the fireworks. So they are getting ready for these pontoons here. You can see they have snack baskets that they give you. And at least in the light here, you can see they get ready. Now they'll take these groups out here into Seven Seas Lagoon and then over to Bay Lake by the campground and around, and then they'll end kind of out and about right in front of the Magic Kingdom to watch the fireworks. If you have it available, those fireworks cruises are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Here, we'll go past the Island Tower.
Yes. I did it every
It's just a really beautiful night here. Mr. Theater Nut, hello.
Yeah. The dad and
I would love to stay in this island tower and try it out. Hopefully I can show you guys this Moana splash pad. Harper would go crazy. Yeah, we'll at least go in the lobby. Oh, we need to go this way to Grand Floridian. That's okay. Look. It's nice and lit up. Oh. Okay. We'll head this way. Okay. Grand Floridian Magic Kingdom. Okay. We'll take a leisurely stroll. So, everybody started out by asking me tons about Run Disney. There is a flurry of activity with Run Disney Springtime Surprise. Now, traditionally, Springtime Surprise doesn't have a ton of hoopla. It's a really warm, hot time of year. So, you know, it's kind of when things are winding down with Run Disney. Oh, well, I'm interested to take this little walkaroo here. Let's see where this leads us. I haven't been out this way yet. So, Brooks shoes, which are super comfortable. They have been promoting, and it was one of the announcements made last summer that Brooks was going to partner with Disney and create a new shoe line. And they brought it out. I thought it was going to come out at Marathon weekend. They actually brought it out right now for Springtime Surprise. And there are 4 different options. So there's a Mickey and a Minnie. These are the options that are out there today, okay? There's a Mickey and a Minnie. There is a Springtime Surprise color scheme. And then there's a quote-unquote Run Disney color scheme. So that's all good and well. But I have something that I want to point out to you. Let's go in the lobby here. With these running shoes, just like any other shoe line, they may look cute, but here's what's going to happen. I'm a little concerned because everybody's like, oh, look at how cute they are. They're amazing. They're amazing. Okay, I think they're cute too. But we have one snafu, guys. Just like every other shoe, you need to make sure that it's the right shoe for you because you don't want to drop 170 bucks on shoes that make your feet feel uncomfortable. So, you know, like some people can wear Nikes, some people can't. And there's different versions of Nikes. Look at the inside of this. So, when I go over to the expo, now there's a ghost version and an adrenaline version. That's the name of the shoe that these designs are using. So it matters if they are comfortable to you. Like, don't buy running shoes because they're cute and then they don't fit you or they hurt your feet. So right here is the Wailulu Bar and Grill. Looks fantastic. So this is check-in here. Here, we'll go at the back side of it here. So this is just kind of the check-in and everything. Which is funny because they told you to go around the corner when we could have just come around the pool there. That's okay, we took the long way. So that's what I want to caution you guys. Just like with any other shoe. So I'm going to try them on. I typically like the Brooks Glycerin. Now, over the years, again, just like any other shoe brand, each year when they put out the new versions of things, sometimes things change up just like a car. You know, a Mustang has changed its appearance and its look and how and feel many times over the years. So, whatever you do, don't buy something blindly. I think that's just my word of advice. They may look cute, but what if they don't fit your feet well and they're very painful or they just don't fit you right? And my understanding is there's no returns. So I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna give everybody the lowdown. And I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, here's my thoughts. Now, the other great thing about this Brooks and Disney collab is they have said that there are going to be more styles as the different Run Disney weekends come up. So, if you do not get in now, this is not a one and done. This is not a one and done. And what I read is that they brought 20,000 pairs of shoes, something ridiculous like that. Here are some of these patio rooms here. Looks gorgeous. See, now I could get on board with staying at the island tower, and this little section is very peaceful, very calming. Oh, Tim Pendleton said this is about where your brick used to be. Well, I just said a little thing in your honor right here for the brick that's in memoriam. Yeah. If you have a wider foot, is Brooks a good choice? Yes. I don't need a wide width, but I do prefer a wider type of shoe. I cannot wear a very narrow shoe, which is why Nikes just don't really work for me. So sometimes because of the width, I might be in a 9. Sometimes in some sizes I might be in a 9.5. So I prefer a wider shoe. Now, that's why the glycerin I've always had good luck with, the glycerin version of Brooks. However, I'm going to be going to the expo and I'm going to try on the Adrenaline and see if I like it. So then hopefully I can give some advice, because it's really stressful to me as somebody who's been running for a long time and gone through the ups and downs of training. Like, while I appreciate that Disney just invited every whatever blogger, the majority of people that were there aren't like running enthusiasts or even cover Run Disney. And so I have a genuine interest to go over there and give you guys my perspective on if you like this type of shoe. You know, their job is to promote the shoe and talk about it, and they are awesome. Believe me, I want the Minnie Mouse shoes. I'm not really excited about the Springtime Surprise color. I'm holding out for the Marathon shoe, and maybe we'll see what Wine and Dine looks like. But I really have a genuine desire to put a little video, it might even just be less than 10 minutes, to talk about the shoes themselves and, not just throwing down almost $200 of your hard-earned money, because nothing's worse than saying, like, this looks cute, but I can't wear it. Like, or these shoes look awesome. But like Adam, for the longest time, he had shoes that he just genuinely liked the look of, and they did some real harm to him. He ended up finding out that a lot of his trouble with his feet and calves and stuff, when he went to the running store and got fitted and talked to them and really had a sit-down discussion about it, when he switched shoes, it was like a world of difference. And while he really enjoyed the pairs that he had been wearing and buying on repeat, they were the ones that were causing him real trouble and pain and long-term issues. So, just something. Yes, I agree, Colleen. Your daughter's an RN and works 12-hour shift and swears by Brooks. I agree. Me too. So, the different names of there's like styles. So, when you go to buy shoes, you know, Brooks is the name brand, and then kind of like different versions of cars. There's the Ghost style and the Adrenaline style, and then there's the Glycerin style, and they have different versions of those under the Brooks name. So they each fit a little bit differently. And that's why I think it's important to tell people, like, please don't just buy because this looks cute. Make sure that you buy the fit that works for you, because you're gonna, I would just feel awful. Like, there's just so many articles right now of like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Well, what if they didn't? So it's just my thought. It's just my thought. So that's my plan. Is I'm going to talk a little bit about the fit, a little bit of what options you have, do a little video, and if the Mini worked for me, hopefully I'll come home with some Minnie Mouse. And Adam said he wanted some, but I don't know that he's ever tried those versions on, so we'll see. So the kids' play area here at the Grand Floridian is themed after Alice in Wonderland, the Tea Party, Mad Hatter. So super cute. We're gonna go in and check out the Easter display that they have. Robert's dropping dad jokes. We got it. We're all ready for it. Colleen, thank you so much for that super chat. I love your streams. I'm going to be there Sunday, staying at movies. That's awesome. I love all-star movies. You know what? I'm a big believer in the all-star resorts. I have some strong opinions about some of the different resorts and what is best for your family and your friends or whoever you're staying with. I say, don't skip the all-star resort. Some people feel like they're a value resort. They have some downsides. Now there's always, you know, some opportunities when you stay at the deluxe resorts that are pleasant. However, don't skip on the all-star resorts. I have a video about how I got the all-star, I think it was all-star music. Kid you not, $100. And for $100, now it's a more expensive time of year right now, you know, it's spring break, but the deals that are down there, you can't beat it. And the rooms are nice. They keep them up very nicely. Oh, here we go. So similar to the gingerbread display, the Grand Floridian has the Grand Cottage. Wow. So here, we'll start over here. Created by culinary cast member Fabi, inspired by Inside Out 2. Yeah. It's so super cute. Aww. The details in all this is so impressive. So we'll take a look at each one of these Easter egg displays here. Yeah, Christopher Robinson, I agree. Yeah, that is the toughest part. You know, there can be some big groups that are at the all-star resorts that make it loud, or sometimes have some unpleasant experiences there. But, you know, I stayed at Pop Century, and that video's got to come out soon. We got to finish that. And I had the same issue there, but it was still very, very nice. And, you know, if you're trying to make a Disney resort, you know, stay happen, you know, I would absolutely say, please stay at the all-star resorts. Not even a doubt in my mind, they are 10 times better than staying at a hotel on 192 in Kissimmee, you know, in comparison. So absolutely, like when you compare it in that way of the local area, like just the offerings and the cleanliness of it. This one is inspired by Brother Bear. And then we got this one over here. I love that it says who created them. This one's inspired by Dumbo. That's awesome, Colleen. I have a fan from home for loud people. Yeah. This is gorgeous. Look at this, the evil queen. And look at that apple that's spinning. Okay. I gotta take some videos, you know. This one's inspired by Atlantis. That movie hasn't been talked about in a while. Wow. Look at the extreme detail in this. Inspired by the works of Pixar Animation Studios. I'm gonna come around on this. That is unbelievable that somebody took that time to kind of hand draw. That is absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe that. I'm going to show you the back of some of these, and then we'll come over to the other side. So this one has Walt Disney's Cinderella. Ah! That way we can see the backs of them, and then we'll come around the front side of them. The Steamboat Willie there. And look at the Maleficent egg. Here, let's come around the front. Of course, we'll take a look at all the treats. There's not so many people buying treats right now. So here, plenty of treats to be had. So here is, oh my, this is Adam's guilty pleasure. He loves fruit flavored cereal pops. Like, he likes his Rice Krispie treats, but you add in like that fruit cereal, that's where he's at. Wow. And I love carrot cake. This looks good. Gasparillas is the quick service here, and they have fantastic desserts. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to look at this.
I like the printed graphics.
Wow. Here, let's try to zoom in on that so you can see it. Look at the interior of that. Here, we'll come around the front side of these too.
I believe
Right
the
here.
Americans have.
That actually looks kind of good. The guava cream cheese sweet roll. Here's another one, a hand painted. It's kind of nice. There's not so many people in here tonight. Oh my, wow. I know this is supposed to be Madame Leota, but that head looks kind of creepy to me. Look at that. Oh. Everest. I like that. Oh, excuse me, so sorry. Here, we'll have to do a vote. I like the drawings on these. Here, look at this. Al's Toy Barn. That's cute. Oh, look at the Etch-a-Sketch down there. You can see like that's pretty neat. That they even took the time to put something on the Etch-a-Sketch. Look at that. All the detail that they put into it is crazy. They usually take it down like the week after Easter. That's pretty neat. I love this Zootopia egg. Harper's been really liking Zootopia. Oh my gosh, Uncle Scrooge. And it's super fun. Alicia. That is epic. Look at the detail on the bubbles that they have. That is super neat. Oh, I love that so much. Here, and you got the 75 down here. Well, I think Meg did a wonderful job, but I think this is really creative. You don't see too much Scrooge McDuck stuff. I like that so much. So sorry. Let's see if I missed any. No, not yet. When we go upstairs, we'll check out the gift shop that's up there too. Steamboat Willie was fantastic. Hey Nathan, where did we start? We started over at the Polynesian. And in a few minutes, we'll head over to the Contemporary because we'll want to get our spot over to watch Happily Ever After at 9 o'clock.
Might be out of luck.
Robert says, I just found out my new electric toothbrush was not waterproof. I was shocked. Uh-oh. Somebody's shoe is missing. Oh my gosh. This little Cinderella lost her shoe, like actually, and she just keeps walking. The lady's trying to catch up with her. It's funny. So this little gift shop has mainly just sundries. Oh, look at this. Mickey Mouse waffles. Like fudge. Crispy cereal treat. Let's go into Gasparilla's and we'll see if they have any fun desserts out right now. They are so delicious. They have a tomato and mozzarella sandwich that I absolutely love. I keep meaning to get into 1900 Park Fair. Features Mirabelle, Aladdin, Tiana's in there. It's a buffet, it's all you care to eat. But speaking of princesses, I'll come over here and chit chat with you guys. I need to get on camera. I haven't even said hello yet. I was on the monorail holding on for our short ride, and then we're going to take another short ride over to the Contemporary. And I failed to say hello. So I'll get on camera in just a second. I got to talk about Vault Collectibles because they put out some awesome news. So they have just moved locations, not far, still in Lakeland, but they do have an eBay store. And I'm headed down there to do a video about their new location. They've got a lot of new stuff, but they just announced that they will be getting all of the pieces from the Port Orleans Riverside's princess rooms. And when I say they're selling the whole room, they're selling like it all, just not bedding. So I'm gonna show you guys the photos here in a second. Just crazy. The artwork, the headboard, they have Aladdin's lamp as a faucet. Let me try. All these tables are taken. Here, we'll come sit over here. That way I'm kind of out of everybody's way and I can chit chat. So, here. So we'll go into Gasparilla's and then we'll head up to the monorail. How are you guys? Happy? Here, I can turn a little bit so then that way I'm in the I'm in the light. Good to see you guys. Happy Thursday. I hope you've had an awesome week. But yes, Walt Collectibles has been, here we go, just announced that they are going to be selling these pieces of the Port Orleans Riverside rooms. And they are going to be getting them the end of April. So you can pre-order some of them if you are interested. You can reach out to them in advance. But I'm shocked. And I know I want something for Harper. I just don't know what. And then my other question is, I hope Disney is not completely getting rid of those princess rooms because I am in love with them. So let me find the best photos. If you go on their Facebook, they have a lot of them. So let me move the camera this way. Here, we'll have our view here. But here's some of the artwork. So here, I'm just kind of pulling up some of their photos. These are the individual pieces of art that you can buy, or you can buy an entire room, like if you want all of it. Look at that. Love that. So here's the full set that's on the wall. But here's the large Tiana. They have some banners that come along with it, prince and princesses. Look at this. Look at that. I want it. I don't know what I would do with it. I have no idea, but, and look, isn't that so neat? I don't know what I would do with it, but maybe in my spare bathroom. I feel like having Aladdin's magic lamp as a faucet is a, like almost a need, not a want. I don't know where else you would get something like that. Anyway, so I am this too. I want this light fixture for my downstairs area. Unbelievably bad. Is that not gorgeous? So, speaking of Walt Collectibles, before we go into Gasparilla, I'm going to be talking with them. And here, I can move over a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to, hopefully I'll go down there and get to see all the new stuff they have. Now, this princess stuff is not in stock yet. They are getting it from Disney the end of April. So if you want to talk to them, it says that you can reach out to them. You can message them. Let me see. What does he want as far as messaging? Send us your email for PayPal or a phone number. They only have about 30-ish rooms, and you can get the whole set. You can get the whole set. Table and chairs, the Beauty and the Beast bench featuring the Sultan. Cinderella carriage coat rack, Mickey ceiling light, the center room ceiling light, the vanity with 2 sinks, princess shower curtain, window curtain, room divider, Aladdin faucets, 2. The mirror over the table, the bathroom mirror, Prince banner, princess artwork, the Tiana artwork, the nightstand, the fiber optic Tiana headboard, the magic carpet rug, and the large dresser TV stand. And so their total price is $5,000 that they'll put in a few. You can purchase the things individually, but if you want, like, you just take it straight out of the Disney room and bring it into your house. It's all of the furniture pieces, everything. You can do that, or call them if you want like individual pieces. So send them a private message. Looks like the best way is you can message them on Facebook or reach out to them. Looks like they got some eBay. Or if you need some help talking to them, message me and I'll get you in contact with Eric over at Vault Collectibles, because I will be talking with them myself. But wow, like, that's just, I can't believe it. Like, that's a lot of very awesome pieces. So this spot right here is a really great spot to watch the fireworks. You can see them really nicely from this spot, but I prefer the dock. The dock here at Grand Floridian by Narcoossee's, probably my favorite. So, yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can get down there. Oh man, we gotta go into Gasparilla's and then we gotta get to the Contemporary fast, because it's almost 8:30 already. So let's see if they have any good treats in here. But I can't wait to see their new merch. They've had a lot of things. So Gasparilla's here is absolutely one of my favorite quick services. This tomato and mozzarella sandwich is phenomenal. So the turkey's good too, but man, let's see if we can get over here to some of their treats. Oh yeah, they have some great treats that I'm hoping to get. The Bunny Burrow Dirt Cup. Look at that. Blueberry custard cupcake. The mini cupcakes. These are Mickey chocolate, I think it's chew, which is like there's pastry. There's pastry cream in there. It's hard to see those. But I'm telling you, the Grand Floridian treats, one of the best. I also think that Contemporary, and speaking of the All-Star Resorts. The All-Star Resorts and the Pop Century, believe it or not, they do a lot with seasonal treats and snacks. So don't skip out on those for sure. Chuck and Yo with Replenishing Waters, good evening to you. Yeah, Carrie Carter, that faucet is fantastic. Mr. Theater Nut, Disney Fan for Life, Aaron. How do you get the link for the amazing items? So a couple of things. I think the best thing to do is if you can get onto the Facebook page for Vault Collectibles. They also have an eBay store, and they are taking pre-orders. So you can message them for some of those, or if you want the whole room. Like I said, the whole room, it said 5,000, which sounds steep, but mind you, they are completely dismantling those rooms and all the furniture and the headboard, moving it, and you're getting it. Like literally, they're just taking every little piece out. That's furniture, that's artwork, all of that. So it's, to me, I'm not surprised. It's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Like straight from Disney, from those princess rooms. That you're not going to get stuff like that. And to be frank, anything that I've gotten from Vault Collectibles that came from the resorts, it is very well made. It holds up very well. Because mind you, it's quality material that's meant to last and take, and I mean this in the nicest sense of the word, but take a beating. You know, they have people in those rooms every single day of the year. And I have different pieces. Harper has a really nice, well, it's a toy box, but it came from it actually was like an ottoman that came from Disney Cruise Line. That is so sturdy, I can't even take it. It's crazy. Dolly, hello. Sue Miller. We just finished here at the Grand Floridian. I'm about to take the monorail over to the Contemporary so we can watch the fireworks. And we'll see those Easter eggs too. We started at the Polynesian. Pike, Nebraska. I got a lot of family out in Nebraska. Lincoln, Omaha, Grand Island. Oh, thank you so much, Belinda, for putting that in there. So I do have to put the stream and be right back for just a minute because I have to go through security to get onto the monorail. So, pro tip, if you have a little one or you want to get dressed up, right here in the Grand Floridian on the second floor, you can take really nice photos with Cinderella's slipper, and they usually have photo pass here. Tonight it looks like they don't have anybody here, but typically they do, and you can take some great photos. Like, you don't have to be a guest here. So we're about to head over to the Contemporary. So hang tight. And sometimes they want to look at my bag a little bit more here, so hang tight. Hopefully I can go through real quick. So stay tuned. Actually, it'll be just a second here while we flip it through. That's funny. Sorry. I kind of took a deep breath. Teresa said, of course, they just posted the individual prices for each of the items. That's awesome. So, funny enough, also, as I was trying to hurry, because I saw the monorail coming, and I was bummed I just missed it by like, sorry, I'm flipping the camera lens here. There we go. There, all better. Let's take a look here now. Pre-orders, okay. I'll take a look at Let's check out these prices, shall we? So if you're just joining, I know a lot of people who follow the channel also love Run Disney, just like me and Adam. It's a big springtime surprise weekend. We talked a little bit about that earlier. But thank you guys for joining. We finished at the Polynesian. We came over here to the Grand Floridian to check out the Grand Cottage. I would have to say, I didn't think that the treats were as awesome as other years that I've been here. I think they look good. I still like the Gasparilla quick service treats. But I thought the Easter eggs decorations were fantastic. They did a really good job. And now we're headed over to Contemporary because we will watch the Happily Ever After fireworks. Now, also, big Disney news this week. Here, we'll change the conversation up a little bit. Speaking of resorts, we talked about how I actually really think that the value resorts can be a really great deal if you're on a budget and you want the opportunity to have a Disney vacation without some of the Disney price tag. Now, if you book a Disney hotel room, you have the opportunity to go to a Disney water park on your check-in day. You can't just go any day. It's on your check-in day. And I took advantage of that with my kids over spring break 2 weeks ago. It was awesome. So all of us got into the water park, which tickets are around 89 bucks, give or take, you know, if you have discounts, that kind of thing. Around 100 bucks per person. So Adam wasn't able to join us. So I took me and the 3 kids to the water park for free. That's like $400. And then we stayed at the Contemporary. I got a garden wing room for 400 bucks. So it's like I got almost like 2 days worth of activities for one price. So that cost of the water park. And what they did is, I was concerned about this a bit, is what about the fact that they announced that they were gonna close Blizzard Beach for the summer. This week, the big news is that they are going to keep Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon open all summer long until Labor Day. And then Blizzard Beach will close and Typhoon Lagoon will stay open. So now you kind of have a choice. If you are staying at a Disney resort, the beginning of I better get in. There we go. Yeah, just me. Monorail Orange. Here we go. So if you're coming in the summertime, you have your choice on your check-in day, and I recommend take advantage of it.
That's it on that side. That's the side you want to see. Oh, really? I'll sit next to him. You can stand the whole time. Oh, he said that side. It's over here.
So you have your choice of Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon. So I think it just kind of depends on what you're interested in. The wave pool over at Typhoon Lagoon is much better. Like it's huge. And yes, Typhoon Lagoon is the one with the boat. Although Adam really likes lazy rivers, and his preference is Blizzard Beach. But hands down, Typhoon Lagoon is my favorite. But I think what is wonderful is the times where I've been over to the water parks, it's been really, really packed because they only have one or the other. So it makes it tough if you're offering it to everybody who's coming in to check in, plus you have annual pass holders and people who just buy tickets, you know, independently. It's busy. So I appreciate it so much that Disney heard the concerns of people and the fact that their water parks were getting overwhelmed by this and are made this kind of last minute change.
We're approaching upstairs at the entrance of King USA, gateway to the 16th land of Magic.
Wow, look at that.
Smoking is not permitted at Magic Kingdom, except for the designated
The
area
boat parade that's
outside.
been going on for 20 years.
If you are asking, please hold on to the entry.
Is that a boat parade?
It's right there. Go dragon. It's the same floats for 20 years. I've seen that thing 30 times. You can see it right here.
Watch out for the bulls.
Transportation and tickets.
That white thing is not
Wow. Holly, there's the path from the very Floridian.
But after we get to the tunnel, all the others are going to pass
Magic Pizza. In the morning we order Saturday we get out.
Right, this is where we're going to get off on Saturday.
Collect your belongings and take young children by the hand as you enter.
So we're just making a quick stop here at the Magic Kingdom. Surprisingly, a lot of people are leaving.
To make things easy, like the offer available to you the alternating special system. If you're standing, please open your eyes and face the doors. They'll be closing in a moment. Thank you. As you board, please continue moving across your car to make room for everyone. Please offer available to you the medium special system. If you're standing, please hold on to the handle and the Monorail will start momentarily. Thank you. Please stand clear of the door. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Please stand clear of the door. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Okay, our next stop is a Contemporary, and we'll go get an awesome spot to go check out the Happily Ever After fireworks. I'll have to cue up the music because a lot of times Adam has the music ready to go and he can put it into the stream for us. But I know he's picking up Erin right now. She was at an event tonight. So, you know, I'll pop it in there somehow. I'll figure it out.
Next stop is Contemporary Resort.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. It's okay.
To our new passengers, we welcome you aboard our Highway of the Sky and hope you enjoy the imagination. We are traveling to the contemporary resort. During our travel, we hold on to the handrail and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you.
Eating my leg.
That's where me and Alex are sitting.
See all the lights.
I know this is totally weird, but I still want to do this sometime. I just want to sit in one of the bus areas and see all the different buses that they have. They've been, I don't know, about 6 months or so ago. They wrapped the buses, many of the buses, with different icons and characters, and I've been saying I'm going to do it. I just want to sit there and watch and see all the different buses that they have, all the different, because there's, you know, oh my gosh, they have so many different characters and movies, and they have some really neat looking ones.
With continuing service to the Floridian Resort. We are now entering the Contemporary Resort.
California Grill is on this, in this building, it's Australia, but this is the new building. We should come early. Reservations at 5.
This is our stop. Okay, excuse me. So we are at probably one of my favorite resorts. One of my favorite resorts on Disney property, and I never thought that I would feel that way. It's just the Contemporary Resort has grown on me tremendously. Maybe because I like a resort stay that's a little more relaxed. Like I can be in the thick of it without being in the thick of it. And I've just absolutely come to love, and it sounds wild, the rooms that are up here in the tower are beautiful. You know, the view that you have of the castle is stunning. I could sit on the patio of the room here, or in the other side overlooking Bay Lake. I could just stay here all day. Like, I'd be just fine. Like, just give me some cheese platters, you know, a nice iced tea, a turkey sandwich, and I could sit there and just relax all day. But Alternatively, my kids have come to really, really love the pool. Here, it's typically really quiet. There's not a ton of people that visit the pool. And Harper loves the splash pad. Are we going to live stream the 10 miler? Probably. Probably. I think I will. We're gonna go find a spot. Robert's gonna put up his last dad joke of the evening. Pickles, hello. Nathan, Jenna Brown. Oh, Beth said Disney Springs is a good place to look at the wrapped buses. Fair. That's smart, yes. I'm gonna go pretty far up. I'll just keep going. We got 5 minutes. Do I enjoy streaming? Of course, Nathan. That'd be a bummer if I didn't. And we're only about like halfway up. So look. Might as well. Oh, good. Don't want the walls up here. I like this one a lot better because I have the little wall here.
Spectacular fireworks show at the Magic Kingdom will begin in just a few minutes. And enjoy it right here.
I'm gonna see if I can get the music queued up. Hang on. Okay. I'm just getting some music for us. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll do my best. It might be off by like 2 seconds. But, you know, you do your best, right? Okay, so you guys chatted up because I can't check the chat because I'm on audio duty. So I'll do my best. Like I said, I might be like 3 or 4 seconds off, but it'll come real close. Okay. Here, you might be able to hear it up. I think you can hear it above me. They've got the speakers cranked up.
And when we're brave enough to listen, and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within. Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in.
Here. Let's try listen. Let's try listen.
Some people are worth nothing for. And so our journey comes home. Our roles continues on. We're at home with our dreams and make them come true. For you, these are longing for our future. Go, let your dreams come true. Reach out.
You see her a little bit. Well, thanks you guys for watching along with me there. Oh, this perspective up here from the contemporary, you know, you don't always have to go up as high as I went, but it gives you a great understanding of where these fireworks are being launched from. So I saw you guys in the chat asking a little bit about it. We are off to the side of the Magic Kingdom, and these fireworks get launched. I call it the Monorail Garage. That's just what I call it. That's where the train spend the evening and the monorails. And right back, right here, there's a launch site, and there's no cars that can go back there. Now, if you are here for holidays like New Year's Eve, 4th of July, any of the Christmas parties or the Halloween parties, they actually have 3 launch sites. The one that's right in the back, where the cast member parking, the monorail garage is back there. And then they have another one that's right here back behind Tron. And this is on special event days. And the other one's back behind Frontierland. And that is another reason why they've moved a lot of the roadway that leads into the Magic Kingdom area. And they've rerouted it so that pretty soon, Adam and I are very confident that they're gonna cut off. There's a road that goes right here. There's a stoplight. This is where you enter into Contemporary, and there's a road that goes along, you can see the back, and then out to the neighborhoods that are behind there. We're confident that they're rerouting and doing a whole new road right in front of the Grand Floridian, because they will cut off and people will no longer be able to use this back stage area to get to the cast parking. And that allows Disney to have those perimeter fireworks without having to have tons of security and police officers to block off those areas when they want to do them. So, sorry, I keep checking on my phone so I can talk to you guys. But from a fireworks perspective, you know, generally people love them. They're great. But there's a lot of situations where somebody, and it might be them, it might be their friend or family member, really struggle with fireworks from a noise perspective or sensitivity perspective. So Magic Kingdom, the great thing about Magic Kingdom is that those fireworks are launched about from the castle that you see there to where the launch site is. It's about a city block, maybe 2 city blocks. Yeah, probably 2 city blocks. So if you are watching them by the Polynesian, you're over a mile away from the launch site. And that is totally different that if you are at Epcot. If you're at Epcot, they launch those fireworks like feet from your face. And the noise just booms. And for most people, like I said, it's no big deal. Everybody loves it. It's great. But there's kids, you know, sensitivities and disabilities aside, sometimes there's just kids or adults who it really bothers them. And Epcot can be really hard from that perspective. You know, when Harper was a little baby, I never really wanted her to be over at Epcot for the fireworks because they're launching them immediately, like right in front of your face. But Magic Kingdom, they're pretty far back. So if you are on Main Street, you're a good, I would say, more than a half a mile from the launch site. So if you are by the train station, which is here, and then those are launched in that dark area here, you know, you're pretty far away, and you can, there's places where you can sit and enjoy them without having some of that. So it's kind of fun to be up here so I can show you some of those kind of technicalities that you don't always see or realize when you're in the park. So yeah, it's kind of fun from up here to see the perspective of what the park looks like. Let's see, this camera's pretty good. Oh, we don't have the full zoom on, but there's Tomorrowland with Astro Orbiter missing. How big is Orlando? Very big. Yeah, Brenda, that's really great perspective. That's really good thought. The difference in noise from the back of the castle area to the front of Main Street is profound. I agree. Yeah, you can definitely, there's a big difference. And Magic Kingdom has the best opportunity for you to be able to see the fireworks or participate in them and find areas that are enjoyable, but you can escape some of the noise or the, you know, difficulty that somebody might find with them. Epcot, not so much. Epcot, you can't see that lagoon unless you're around the lagoon. You can see the fireworks up in the air, but you miss all of the fountains and the lagoon attraction that they have going on in there. So you see them up in the sky if you go more towards Spaceship Earth, but even still, Spaceship Earth from the middle of that lagoon is not that far. So, you know, both have great nighttime fireworks displays, but I love being able to be up here, especially for Magic Kingdom. It's the one park that almost everybody makes at the park. If they're gonna come to Disney World, they make sure that Magic Kingdom is one of the places that they visit. And I don't think people talk about it as often enough to say, like, you know, not everybody can be in the thick of things, and not everybody, you know, can handle things. And I think it's important, and I try to take times like today to be like, here, you know, this is how far back it is and the difference in some of that. And, you know, whether it be little ones and you want to protect little ears. And I certainly, for Harper, when she was little, had headphones, but you know, here at Magic Kingdom, the further back on Main Street you are, it's easier. And it's so nice that they have the projections on Main Street, so you can still be kind of in the thick of it and be further back. So, Mark Pritchard, hello! Train station, I agree. Now, one thing to note, oh, Belinda put that in there. They've been closing this train station for VIP 2 years only. So if you are lucky enough to be up there, you know, it's awesome. Oh, Karen V, you're so welcome. Michael, good to see you. Dave in Bangor, Maine, hello. Oh, Scott had some tough things happen. Well, I will definitely keep you and your family in my thoughts. My goodness. Well, I hope all is turning around for you, and I will be thinking about you. Thanks, Mark. Great job tonight. Brandon E, I love that Space Mountain is lit up. I agree. James wants to know, will Villains Land ruin the third launch site? You know, that's a good point. I don't think it will ruin, and I think that's a big part of, let's move this over here. So, Villains Land will be just behind Big Thunder. Now, and that's where the third launch site is today. Now, it's really hard to see in the nighttime like this, but they are completely over in this section here. Instead of going into the Grand Floridian entrance, there's a road, same thing, that they encourage the cast members that comes around the backside, just like the one that comes around here by Space Mountain. It kind of makes a big circle. So as a general community, I, with my vehicle, as a public road, can drive in a circle completely around the backside of Magic Kingdom right now at this very moment. So what I think that they're going to do is they are completely, right now, they're in the process of building a brand new road, an extension that's going around the Grand Floridian, and it's extended pretty far out. They took out a lot of the golf course over there. And what is happening is I think they will use that extension of the road to reroute traffic so that they can close off the majority of the road that's back behind there and make it private property so nobody can get back there at all. And cast members will have to use one single road, the one that I'm telling you about, over by the Grand Floridian to get to work and to leave work. Or any local traffic, like somebody like me who wants to go back to the neighborhoods over there. And what I think then will happen is, despite Villains Land being over that way, then since they have that whole back loop back behind the park will be closed off to the public, they'll be able to have a spot in their blueprints, their plans, that will be sufficient for perimeter fireworks. Now, what will happen, I don't know. And you know what? If they, with Villains Land, that just means that the park is bigger. So how do those perimeter fireworks look at that point? I don't know. I don't know. You know, Adam and I drive back there, I don't know, every other day, like all the time to get to and from work or wherever, or to the parks. And, you know, there certainly are prepping. I saw it even as before the announcements were officially made. It was clear that they were prepping land back there probably up to a year ago, and back there just past the Grand Floridian. So I anticipate some of that. Monorail straight to People Mover. Yeah, I wish. Well, let's make our way downstairs. So, yeah, we're at the Contemporary. Here we go, 14th floor. The floor above me is the California Grill. It's a bit of a workout, but I personally I go up that high a little bit because here you can see they have all the other floors are just these you know, gated fences, and it's just personal preference. It wigs me out. Up on that top floor there's a concrete wall. I don't know, I just feel a lot safer. That's just my own oddity. So you can walk all the way downstairs with me. Robin Horn, hello. Diane, good to see you. Darlene. Aaron Wright. Stormtrooper Greg, welcome. It's a lot easier walking down than it is going up, that's for sure. But yes, I will tell you, like, I have a couple favorite rooms where genuinely I could just sit on the patio my whole stay and not even leave, not even go to the park. But these rooms here that overlook the theme park view, it's called theme park view room here, they are legit. I would put money down, hands down, they are better, in my opinion, than any room at the Grand Floridian. I will stay here in those rooms before any. They're beautiful. And yes, they are as stunning as you would think. Alternatively, if you want a gorgeous view, when the hurricanes came in October, lots of people watched us during that hurricane stream. You may or may not know, Adam works for the local TV station, so when it's hurricane season, I'm kind of solo and kind of just, you know, it's nerve-wracking for me, to be quite frank. So, we got a room at the Swan and Dolphin. That's what I had available. And we had a room overlooking Epcot. And that made it helpful for me that I had a place to go if something happened, because Adam can't just come in the storm to me, you know? So, and sometimes he's at work for days and days. So we had a room over at the Swan and Dolphin, and it overlooked Epcot. It was, again, another one well worth your money. Sitting on the patio overlooking Spaceship Earth and the boardwalk was unbelievable. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I also, as far as rooms are concerned, I love Port Orleans. Wilderness Lodge was great. I also enjoyed as far as all-star resorts, you know, value resorts. Pop Century I enjoyed. But, you know, Art of Animation also, I thought that was really fun. I don't know that I'd do it for a relaxation thing, because I think Art of Animation was like kid central. And we were talking about earlier on the stream about how some of those value resorts, you know, have a lot of kids groups and such. So, Art of Animation, it is a lot of excitement, I'll just call it. But the rooms themselves and the resort is just super fun. So I guess it just really depends what you're coming for. Oh, if you've never been in the Contemporary, they have some awesome convention space, and that's what all this is. I've been into their ballrooms and their convention space a number of times now. And oh my gosh, like beautiful. So we will take a look real quick at the Easter eggs that are down here. The Contemporary has them too. Look at that. Hercules and Pegasus. I like that kind of Dole Whip type cupcake. I like it. I gotta take some video. Look at that. Moana. Look at Dante the spirit dog. Harper would be so excited. Muppet Labs. Look at this. Am I zoomed out? Oh, there we go. How to cure an existential crisis. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. There's like, this is created by 4 different team members. The whole Muppets. This is really good. 30 years and beyond. Look at this Toy Story one. Pretty neat. Here's more Moana. The Tiana one is neat. I like this one. They're really into Hercules and Moana here. Encanto. They must be pumping in either, I can just smell the chocolate from this a lot more than I did at the Grand Floridian, or they are putting in a chocolate smell, but it smells very much like chocolate right here. So if you're just joining, we took a look at the eggs that were over at the Grand Floridian, along with the Contemporary here, and we also spent some time.
I can't get over how Mia's dad is like.
Watch this. Anthony, watch out. Go ahead, break the egg.
He was like, I could actually take it to him. He was like extra funny because it was one thing.
Okay, so let's come over this way. Now, The princess rooms are being redone at Port Orleans, and we were chatting a bit about that. These rooms here at the Contemporary were recently redone to be Incredibles themed. And they're doing some renovations over in Bay Lake Tower, which is next door. Speaking of Springtime Surprise, so if you've ever wondered, like, hey, how do you get to these races? Right here in the lobby, they always post a big board with where to go, how to get there, what's happening, don't be late, all of that, and how to get back. So they have plenty of signage here. Race weekend transportation. So, you guys, it has been a very fun stream. We've gotten to all of the resorts here on the monorail line, over at the Polynesian. Oh man, that looks good. Vanilla chocolate chip muffin. Look at that cinnamon roll. And they make smoothies here. But we need to wrap up. I'm going to say a few things to you guys. I'm going to put the camera down. Give my arm a rest. Here. Oh, okay. Now I can sit down and relax a bit. They have this really nice coffee section in the lobby here. Mainly because there's the convention space is right behind me. But it has been an awesome night tonight. A lot of big things coming up. We will be out at Springtime Surprise. I'm not sure when I'm going over to the expo to go get my bib, but it should be at the 10 miler. Also, don't forget, Sunday night we'll be live, I don't know, somewhere. I might put a poll up. Maybe our channel members and our Patreons can vote. I don't know. I'm undecided. I have plans for like the whole next like 2 months, but I didn't plan this Sunday night. I kind of just left it open. And who knows, maybe it will just be like surprise stream, you know. Maybe it will be a choose your adventure kind of night. Like we'll start here to here to here to here. We'll do something different. I don't know, we'll think about it. If you haven't already, please go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. We got a lot of things going on. Sorry, this table is really wobbly, so you're probably seeing my face like, I should stop. So, darn table. We got Easter coming up, and with Easter comes awesome fun things over at the Magic Kingdom. So we'll be over there. I gotta get Harper an Easter dress so that we can take her to meet Mr. and Mrs. Bunny over at the Magic Kingdom. That will be coming up. We will be, oh my gosh, what is coming up? Oh, we'll be going to Epic Universe. Now we can't take cameras inside Epic Universe yet, but we are gonna do kind of a go there, figure it out, and then talk about it as soon as we're done type of thing. So we have that this month. And then, oh my gosh, see, I'm losing it already. I've forgotten all the things that we have planned. You know, May the 4th is coming up. So great things. Hit the subscribe. You're gonna love it all. Additionally, thank you so much to our moderators who are fantastic. They help us in so many ways, and we are beyond grateful for them. Yes, and also to Elaine who comes on the streams and is so kind to put on lyrics when we go to some of the nighttime attractions. She does a fantastic job too. Stay tuned. We do have, we have Harper's Tiana's Bayou Adventure that, yes, things have been really busy this week, but don't worry, we're gonna get that edited and up. And then I'm hoping, speaking to what I want to talk about, I'm hoping to get down to Vault Collectibles this weekend because I want to be able to show you guys all the new awesome stuff. And if you want any of these crazy, unbelievable pieces of these princess rooms, I'm shocked. Like, I am shocked that they have such awesome, you guys, like, maybe I can get it. Like this ottoman right here. Oh my gosh, it is so adorable. I want that so bad. So there's options where you can buy just pieces of these rooms. Look at this. Could you imagine if Harper had this? It's a fiber optic headboard display. Like, oh my God. That's my dream. If you have ever seen photos or if you've been there, the Disneyland Hotel in Anaheim, in California at Disneyland, that dream made. I only stayed there a couple nights, but it was everything I wanted in a Disney room. It's a headboard that has little fireworks. Fantastic. So this is adorable. Like the fact that, and like here, this is, look at that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't. I have a spare bathroom that I think would be fun to use that in, but, and then some of this artwork, here, let me try to, I'm trying to get there. Some of the princess artwork is beautiful. So if there's any of individual pieces that you want from Vault Collectibles, go message them. Because they're doing some pre-sales. They're not getting the pieces until the end of the month, but you're not gonna get stuff like that, like anywhere. Like this is, oh, here. Don't you all go buy this. This is what I'm really after. Here, I'm trying to get my face out of it. Look at that. I know exactly where I want to put it. I hope Adam's not watching, because this is the kind of stuff that he will shop in these stores like crazy. This is the kind of stuff that gets me like excited. I love these kinds of like historical type pieces, but I'm in awe that, so I don't know what kind of bargaining, how much I'm gonna have to negotiate with Vault Collectibles, but absolutely go check out this princess stuff. And so I'm hoping to go down there and make a video of all the new pieces. They've got a ton of new things that we have not seen before, and they've moved to their new location, which is still in the Lakeland area. It's very, very easy to get to. It's not like way off or anything like that. Oh yeah, Adam Gross reminded me I have to do the closure of the Muppets 3D. Yes, that's on the list. That's on the list. Michelle Kidwell said you already mentioned Vault Collectible message and you're gonna be broke. Yeah, I know, me too. Wow. Yeah, I want it all. So please, go send them a message. Or if you know anybody who is a Disney fan who might want those pieces, please share out those posts because you can't get things like that. It's not simple, and Vault Collectibles gets them directly from Disney. Like, it's not a third party. They work with them themselves. Really amazing guys. You'll love them as much as Adam and I do. So go check them out. So stay tuned for that. And this weekend at Run Disney. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Runner. You have to go check out the Runner booth. RUNUR. So they equally, I was just wearing their apparel yesterday, and I know Adam wore some to work today, but go check them out, tell them I said hello, and they've got great pieces. They are in the process of getting new collections in every day. You will love them. You can check them out online as well, and we have a discount code. So with that, I need to say goodnight. I need to get my kids going. I have to go to work, and we've got big things coming up. I hope you enjoyed tonight. It is not a goodbye, but definitely a see you real soon. Okay? Good night.
Ticket to live, family-friendly theme park adventures. Everything from Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and beyond in full live HD. Turn to Adam and Kristen for all the best rides, snacks, nighttime shows, and breaking theme park news. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on to never miss a minute of magic. Welcome to our Passholder family. Park Pass TV. No reservations needed.
What you came for, this is the moment magic was made for. Come one, come all, let's light up the sky now. You feel the magic happening right now. Now, 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 now.
Calling all dreamers, time to let your mind run free. Believe in make-believe, to be who you wanna be. Calling all dreamers, a celebration in the street, and the sights you're gonna see far beyond your
This is the anthem. Here's what you came for. This is the moment magic was made for. Come on, come on, let's light up the sky now. You feel the magic happening right now.
Come with me. All your dreams are out there waiting to be chased. Just in case you feel brave enough to put a little faith in a magic land full of wishes. Then I know